Yeah, this is going to be the Horror Redux 5. Right, I'm going to try to do this quickly. I'm going to try to do 2 shells instead of the 1. I want to get through these as quick as I can. Final Destination. That was alright. I don't really have the rest of the Final Destinations. I might pick them up at some point. Final Exam. This is out of print now. Really nice cover art. Pretty, the film's not that great. This is out of print now, and this does get quite pricey if you, you know, I mean, if you want it, I suppose, you know, I mean, go for it, but, you know, don't be spending ludicrous amounts of money because, you know, just because it's out of print don't mean it's good, and that film is poor, you know. I was good, you know, I got that before it went out of print. Fire in the Sky, real great film. Alien Abduction, I'd really recommend that one. That is a great film. Stephen King's Firestarter. First Power, one of my real favourites. Lou Diamond Phillips going after the killer's come back from the grave. Jeff Kober plays him amazingly well. Yeah, it's a good film. Sorry about that, just had a noise or something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Flatliners. Pretty standard, like. This is the Fly Steelbook from Cinema Reserve. That's a great film, The Fly. Just trying to put it back in. Fly 2, which isn't that bad either, to be honest. I enjoy Fly 2. The Fog, probably after. Oh god, this is difficult, isn't it? The Thing's probably my favourite Carpenter film. But it's this and Halloween probably for second, and I mean, it's probably going up against, but I'd probably put this just second. I love The Fog. I mean, I love Halloween, don't get me wrong, but I really love The Fog. I think it's really underrated. Fragile. Really good modern horror coming up here. Frailty, it's fucking awesome. See that film, Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton's great, and it's a really good film, that is, man. Really recommend that. Frankenhooker. Freak, this edition's out of print now. It comes like a nice little particular kind of slipcase, a see-through slipcase. It's nice. Good edition. Crazy film. Great film. Just mad. Freddy vs Jason. I liked it for what it was, man. It was alright. Freeway. Sounds better than it is. Billy Drago playing a sort of a psychotic loon on the freeway murdering people. Not as good as it should be. It should have been really good. Friday the 13th. With like lenticular cover. In fact, I've got most of the lenticular covers, which I'm quite happy about. Save part 3, which is actually like probably my favourite with 4. You know, I'll have to try to get the lenticular cover for that at some point. Like, I've got them for the rest of them. Yeah, as I said, 4 and 5 are my no, not 4 and 5. 3 and 4 are my favourites. And I'm trying to remember which is the Friday the 13th. Is it 5? Is it 6 or 7? That has. Like, it's not that great, but it's got really good deleted scenes. Most of the deaths have been cut. It could be 6. Or it could be 7, I'm not too sure. But most of the deaths have been cut from it, most of the gore. And it would have been a lot better if I had all the gore put back in. And Friday the 13th, you know, I mean, Jason Tatum, not great, apart from the one the black guy gets his head lobbed off. That was the only good death in it. Friday night, I'll be getting this on Blu-ray soon as well, I'm sure, like a lot of you will. I won't be seeing the remake. It just looks a pile of shite, to be honest. It's a bootleg of Fright Night 2. I need to get this at some point, but my god, I mean, it's real pricey. I think I'd probably got it by now, but I hear the transfer on the DVD isn't that great. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've heard. Like, Frighteners, awesome film. From a Whisper to a Scream. Horror anthology. Some of the stories are a bit hit and miss. Vincent Price is good in it. That's a good one, like the Voodoo one, and that's a good one as well. The last story is set in the American Civil War, isn't that great, but that is a good one. That's a good horror anthology. From Beyond, that's awesome. From Beyond the Grave, Dusk Till Dawn, that's just awesome. I don't really know anyone who don't like Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn 2, it's good for what it is. It doesn't take itself seriously. Bit of a piss state, to be honest. Well, I hope it is. From Hell, good Jack the Ripper movie. My favourite Jack the Ripper movie is Murder by Decree. That's awesome. From Within. Frontiers. Now, I love this one. I do like Inside and Martyrs. They're good, but for some reason, this I just preferred a little bit more. I think it was with that sort of that brutal sort of backwards type family, and a bit when the guy got his oh god, his Achilles tendon tore out with bolt cutters. My god, Frozen. All right for about half an hour, and then it just went to kind of went to shit. I didn't really enjoy it that much. From Eclipse, Daft Werewolf movie with Mary Van Peebles and Bruce Payne. Funhouse, really good. Toby Hooper film. Oh, Funny Games. I'm probably gonna get some flack for this as well, but I fucking hate this film, and I don't know what it is about it. It's I desperately want the killers just murdered in it. The lead guy really aggravated. I mean, oh, look, I mean that's his purpose, I know, but I mean, I just don't like him at all. I just don't like the film. Not for like the violence or anything. I just hate the two leads. Like, Funny Man, I got this recommended to me. Oh god, that must have been 6-7 months back by Sinai Breath Mints. It's a good laugh. I mean, it's pretty slow in places, but the guy wasn't too bad in it. You know, like Jester guy. Fury, Brian De Palma, Gabriel, Gacy. That was a real disappointment, man. To Catch a Killer was much better with Brian Dennehy. That's probably the best Gacy I've seen. This is poor, man. Just didn't go anywhere at all. Gargoyles, really good TV, TV horror film, really good. The Gate, classic film. Don't know about the front cover, man. That always stuck with me because that kid isn't in the film. So that's a bit weird. Those little guys kind of remind me a bit of the creatures in the remake of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, not the original, but they remind me a little bit, but they're a bit more gruesome than like the remake of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. That's a great film, but I love that film. It's kind of back when, like, you know, horror films could be made for kids, but you know, they weren't just, you know, really wet and just crap, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was horror for kids, but you know, the Monster Squad and, you know, films like that. Gate 2. Ghost in the Darkness was just absolutely awesome. Animal Attack movie. Would really recommend that. That is awesome. Really do like that film. That is really good. That is I'd really recommend that. Ghost of Maniac, I think this is a Thai horror. Is it Thai? Doesn't really go anywhere though. It's not a bad movie by any means. Just doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, Ghost Story, which is class. That is a great film. Ghoulies. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to this shelf. Right. Sorry, the lighting is a bit worse for over here. Ginger Snaps. Ginger Snaps back at the beginning. I've seen the first film. I think I got this mainly for like because like the historical thing. I think it's set in 1840s Canada. I thought that was alright, man. I thought the ending was a bit daft. God Told Me to, Larry Cohen. That's a good film. That is, I recommend that. That is a good one. Gothic with Julian Sands and Gabriel Byrne. That's not bad. That is. I saw that in years. I think I could have had that on VHS. Gozu, crazy one. Grace, no, that was a weird film. It was good, a bit weird. Grey Dancers, good, a decent kind of modern horror. Goes a bit mad near the end, but some of the initial kind of haunted house bits after Been to the Grave weren't too bad actually. I thought it was alright. Graveyard Shift, that is one of my favourite. I mean, I like the short story better. What's the short story in? Is it in Night Shift or is it in Skeleton Crew, the other one? I can't think of the other. Is it Night Shift this one's in the book? I'm not too sure. I might be wrong about that. I don't think it is Night Shift, but I remember enjoying that story. That was good. That was a good film. I enjoyed that. Grey Man. Oh fuck me, this was. I was looking at Tattoo Doorman's video today, and he had I think Albert Fish at the beginning of it. He was just a fucked up individual. Albert Fish was. I can't think of the serial killer working at the same time as him that they thought. when Albert Fish was murdering, there was a guy conducting, he was another serial killer, in a few miles of him in Brooklyn. I can't think of the guy's name. I know there were two acting within a few miles of each other. Green Butchers, it was alright. That guy's a good actor. He's in China, they eat dogs and that, but it was a bit, it was funny in places, but the second half was a bit weak. Grey Knight, kind of a ghost sort of affair set during the American Civil War. Avoid that at all costs. That is god awful. Bootleg of Grim Prairie Tales. That is a good one. A good anthology. Grizzly. That's a good one. I want to check out Claws, but I don't think they bought that out on DVD. Good ending as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. That is definitely one of the better kind of animal attack movies that followed in the wake of Jaws. The Grudge. Grudge 2, that is an awesome film. These are the Grudge, the remakes. I think I got these because they're on the cheap. Nowhere near as. I'm a big fan of original films, man. I don't really like Americanised remakes, you know. This is out of print of The Guardian. This gets a bit pricey now. I love the cover on that. The Guard Post, that was a bit disappointing. Is that Korean? Is that a Korean film? I think it's Korean. That was a bit disappointing. That I gotta say, that was a bit half-assed. Like H6 Diary of a Serial Killer. Kind of got that H.H. Holmes vibe with kind of the hotel, kind of the guy in the walls type thing. Definitive edition, Halloween. Well, you know, I don't need to say anything like that. This is the limited edition. Nice cover. Nice cover that. It's numbered as well, but I don't know what it's numbered out of. It's a great, really nice use from Anchor Bay. If you want to see like other good kind of like collections regarding Anchor Bay, you know, check out 42nd Street Forever. Stephen and Nicola, he's got a great Anchor Bay collection. Halloween 2, which is a great one. Probably I don't know if I'm gonna get some flack for this as well. Halloween 3, like Atkins tries his best, but I don't think it's enough to save it. I don't know. You know, it'd be better off just calling it something else. Like, you know, some part of crap or whatever, like, you know, and just not associate with Halloween. Halloween 4, now I do like this, I do like Halloween 4. Mine's a little bit more brutal in that one. If I've got the right one, no, I'm sure it's 4, because 5 sets up for 6, doesn't it, with that sort of bizarre, you know, this is a producer's cut, this is like bootleg. I'm not going to open that because I know the disc's going to fly out at me, so I'm going to avoid that. H2O, that wasn't too bad. I remember when that came out. That was alright. Halloween Resurrection, pile of shit. I wanted Busta Rhymes just to be eviscerated in that. When he was taking on Michael Myers, man, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Right, there's 2 editions of Rob Zombie's Halloween, which I think it's fucking great. I think you got a lot of flack for like Halloweens. Now, I personally, I like the unrated cut, but this cut, I think Michael's escape is better. I thought the rape scene came out of kind of nowhere in the unrated one, and I thought his escape from the hospital was much better in that edition. That's why I got that, you know. Halloween 2, I mean, look, it's got a decent head stomp, and it's got another good death in it, which I can't really remember. But like, oh god, his mum on the horse and that, what the fuck was that all about? The hand, Michael Caine's hand, gets his hand lobbed off in an accident. Now that's a great bit when he gets his hand just gets absolutely, he gets wiped out. What I really remember from this, his wife is a really malignant mare, I have to say. Fuck me, I mean, she really needed death in it. You know, Jesus Christ, it was just, she was really, if you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about, but it's a real disappointment, Happy Birthday to Me, good one. Happy Hell Night is one of my favourites. Apart from, like The Killer, some of his kind of, when he decides to speak, that shit. But like, a lot of it is really good. It's a real creepy film, that. Hardware, it was alright. I mean, there's 2 awesome deaths in that one particular. I mean, Harpoon, which I enjoyed, I thought it was alright. Haunted World of El Super Beasto, hated it, thought it was a pile of crap. Haunting, now this is a Spanish horror. Now, the first part of it is boring as fuck, but stick with it, right, because the second part does get a lot better. There's a scene when, I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically these priests are looking at this picture and it's probably one of the most terrifying pictures I think I've ever seen in a film. The image of what the thing is in the film. I don't want to spoil it. If that was in an art gallery, I'm sure it would be at the back in the cellar with a blanket over it or something. It was fucking horrible. Haunted in Connecticut, I thought it was alright, I thought it was okay. I remember seeing a thing on UK Living ages ago about that story. I'm sure other people have seen it as well. Haunting of Juliet, a grey ghost story. It's creepy. First Hatchet, which, you know, get past the first kind of 20... half hour or so kind of shit. As soon as Crowley makes an appearance, it goes insane. It's got some of my favourite deaths. Oh god. Hatchet 2, in reflection, it weren't as good as it could have been. I mean, some of the deaths are... I mean, the death at the end kind of saves it to a degree, but it was a bit disappointing. Haunted. Haze, which is a good one. That is a good one. Just trying to bring this to a close now, kind of quick. Header, which is a good laugh. He Knows You're Alone. The Hellraiser for this box set, Man Could Buy. I've got the box up there as well, like. But yeah, they're great films. I like them. I need to get some of the rest of the Hellraisers. I've got Hellraiser Bloodline 4, and I've got Hellraiser Inferno, the 5th one. I need to get the other 3. One was quite pricey, but I don't know which one it is. But yeah, cheers for watching, and cheers for watching the Horror Redux. I'm going to try to... There's a few more kind of shows left, so if I could do it, if I could do 4 more videos, maybe. I'm going to try to get them done before Halloween if I can. So yeah, cheers for watching, and cheers for subscribing. It's always appreciated. Back on another video soon. Cheers.